Uh, we couldn't get a lot of things going. I thought we tried, but we got stuck for too much time in our own zone. Couldn't generate enough offense. We had some chances, but we couldn't get it in tonight.
Did you feel maybe a loss of energy or momentum as the game wore on and you weren't able to really get the shots and the opportunity to close the team?
I don't know if we had a lack of energy. I thought it was we just couldn't get to any really. I didn't know if we had. I don't know if we had enough zone time. I don't know if we had enough shots. I think we passed up a few shots, especially in the second period when we had some things going. But we ended up turning it over, and they came over us. But again, we got to be faster out of our own zone.
We started with the surge there, had quite a few chances right at the start of the third period, and then they come down and they just have the one chance and it goes in. I mean, it was kind of a backbreaker there.
Well, it's easy to get a little deflated after something like that when you feel like you got something going. But in saying that, it was 3-0 at that point. You got nothing to lose. You just got to throw everything at them. Well, I think we left everything out there. Like you said, we had a tough game last game, but it doesn't matter. Tonight, we were able to get in, get some sleep, and I didn't think it was a lack of energy really.
How beneficial though will the break be for you guys?
I think it's, of course, it's nice to get a few days, kind of get away from everything and regroup and really think about something else. But in saying that, when things are going like this, you'd like to just stick with it and keep going to work.
A couple of guys were saying when you have a break, you want to go out on a high note so you're not thinking bad thoughts over the break. How do you eliminate the bad thoughts over the break with what's going on here?
Well, I think that we got to try again, stick to the positives. We have been getting a lot of points lately, even though tonight was the fourth loss in a row, but we've been getting 3 points. We would have liked to have a few more, obviously, but we've been taking some points as of late, and that's something that we got to bring into the break.
I think these were the last two games against teams that were you're chasing for, like they were in the final two spots in the East, and then the gap is kind of widening. Is it tough not to think about, to look at the standings and see that just that gap getting bigger and bigger and so many teams to leapfrog?
Let's be honest. I think we're all watching the standing. There's no doubt about that. But again, we got to stay positive. We got to stay positive and just, find the positives and keep grinding away. There's no way out of this. It's going to be the guys in here who's going to do it together, and basically everything's going to come down to that.
Ron, is there something that you guys can hang your hat at after the break? I mean, what do you think you guys could jump on and whatnot, or just take from up to this point?
Well, I think we got to keep believing, and again, I think we're a pretty good team when we play the right way, but we got to do it for 60 minutes every night. I know it sounds like a cliche, but it really comes down to it. When we have, there's going to be breakdowns in a game. That's just human nature, but we got to eliminate as many of those as possible. And again, stick together and keep believing that we can do this.
Nick, sorry to change topics, but we didn't have a chance to talk to you after the game last night. Marchand's going to have a hearing that slew foot on you. We didn't get a chance to get your reaction to that. What were your thoughts of that play and how you came out after that?
I'm glad I didn't get hurt. I think the pictures kind of speak for themselves. And, the league will do what they need to do, and we'll move on.